Hello, 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 my darlings. Thank you for joining me on A Slice of Life, A Slice of Life. I'm Georgianne Thomas, and I'm so happy to be with you on this Thursday. This is Juneteenth. Juneteenth. My brother said it used to be his birthday. Now it's a holiday, but it's still my brother's birthday. Happy birthday, beautiful brother. But it's Juneteenth, and what does that mean? What does that mean to you? Well, I went to the doctor today. I had to go to the doctor today. And I didn't like having to go to the doctor today, but more than that, I didn't like that the doctor was open today. And I didn't like the fact that there were many of the people who looked like me in the doctor's office. So it's two ways to look at this. People still have to have care, right? And people still need the services. I don't know, but I just wanted him to be closed today. I wanted that office to be closed today, and it wasn't. But I still needed the work done. You see, I don't know. I had mixed feelings about it. But then I had to remember that how many years have gone by in my life that we didn't have a Juneteenth. And if it had not been for the people, I should have gotten her name, the woman out there in Oklahoma, we wouldn't maybe still have Juneteenth. Just the way things going. It was Dr. Turner at the AME church out there that used to go and walk every day with his little sign, and he would say, we need to have reparations. We need to talk about what happened at Black Wall Street. I mean, I admired him for standing up, and just, I remember when I marched back in the 60s, you have to make a decision that you're going to stand up. And they said if you fall for anything or you'll fall for anything. I don't know however that thing goes, But I just admire the fact that however we got to Juneteenth. Now, I had someone say to me today, I don't know why we're celebrating slavery. I had never heard anybody say anything to me like that. And I was thinking, are we celebrating slavery? Are we celebrating? We're celebrating, but we're not celebrating. We're really in a teaching mode, as far as I'm concerned. We're teaching and expressing and letting people know what happened, why they had a Juneteenth, why a whole year later the people in Texas didn't even know they were free. And then you look at us and you talk to us and remind us that we are descendants of enslaved people. And so my new thing is to remind you or remind others that you are descendants of the slave owners. Don't put me being a descendant and you don't pick up where you were a descendant also. And you want to say, oh, I didn't do that. Well, then I can say the same thing. I wasn't there either. But I'm proud to be a descendant. And I guess maybe I wouldn't want you to think you would be proud to be a descendant, but I need for you to say sometimes, just sometimes say, that it shouldn't have happened. What were we thinking? Just somebody say something. But I haven't heard too many people say anything. However, the Japanese received reparations when they were wrongly interned at internment camps all over the United States based on how they looked. And the thought was that they may be dangerous, a baby kin to somebody dangerous, when many of them were born right here in the United States. I teach a poem called We, the Dangerous. And it was by Janice Mirakatani. You should read that poem. It's a lot that can relate to us as a people, as Black people. And so, that internment thing, but they received reparations. But when we say something about reparations, all you can think about is we're not giving them anything. But you're not giving us anything because you have benefited from the work we did. The cotton gin, the cotton, the cars. Mr. Ford did not, develop the car. And, we couldn't own patents. If we were out in the fields, you'd think we didn't figure out what to do in the field. But, Black people couldn't have patents. And as soon as we did get the Reconstruction time, then the Jim Crow laws, You hated us so much, and then I don't understand today's hatred. I just do not, for the sake of me, do I understand the hatred you have for me today. When you see me coming, a whole set of issues come up with you when you see me. I remember as a young girl, I was crossing the street, going from my house to the store. You know how you get old enough to walk by yourself? And so I was on my way to the dairy. Maybe I was worked there. It wasn't, don't think like y'all think. Mr. Sawyer owned his own little special dairy maid. So I was at the light, and I saw this white woman coming in her car, and she reached over and pushed the lock down. And I was standing there, a young girl. And I said, what did she think I was going to break in her car? I remember that. I said, what was she thinking? And I said, oh, it must have been something that happened in my little mind. Something must have happened somewhere, and she doesn't know what to think. But I look back on it now, and it didn't matter. Nothing happened in my little mind. What happened in her mind was she saw a black face mine. I was tall for my age, and of course you're tall and black, then you must be dangerous. We, the dangers. Janice Mirkatani, that poem you wrote, it fits and applies to us as well, except that you received reparations and we have not. We have built this country. This flag represents all of us. We are all Americans. Juneteenth. But I am also American. Langston Hughes, I'm just disturbed that you can look at me and make a decision about me. And you can't make a decision. You may say, she doesn't have any teeth, so she must be ignorant. She must be poor. And I don't have any teeth because of 3 cancers, I choose to wear this because I don't like the way the patchiness of the hair didn't grow back after infusion chemo. I don't want to have to explain myself. I just go on and be Georgianne. But I know that when you look at me, you make all kind of assessments about me. We are judged. The book is judged by its cover. And white people can be very unattractive. They can have on anything. I had somebody say to me, and I may have said this before, why y'all always dress up? Because we have to. Because we have to look cleaner and more pressed and the right shirts and clothes on, because we are judged immediately by some policeman, somebody in authority, an authority position that will look at me and make a determination about me. And I don't want you to think it's just in the United States. It's all around the world. The lie has been delivered around the world. And I don't know how we could ever change it. And we may try to change it, but then we'll have one person, one cousin, one nephew, one niece do something, and they say, see, what did I tell you about them? Run. Or something can happen. Say, see, look at them. Nobody knows what it's like to be black 24/7. I wouldn't give it up for anything. Personally, I like it. I like all that we do. I like how you appropriate all of our stuff. So we must be all right. One of my students told me, and you've heard me say this before, you want our rhythm, but not our blues. Oh, but you want our rhythm, but not our blues. I didn't know I was going to go down this road today, but I'm very saddened. For those of you on the other side of the country, those of you who have, black friends, you don't know what they may not tell you anything because of your friends, but you don't know what we go through. You haven't walked one day in our shoes. I was talking to my friends I just found in the Farley's family, and they did not play when it came to me because, I was one of 2 black people that was handling all these big names. And there's always somebody that wants to not be with me. They want to be with somebody else. And Miss Farley, you won't be in Atlanta then. You don't take her, then you need to go somewhere else with your book. And it's terrible you have to do all that. Do we still have to do all that? I don't know. Anyway, happy Juneteenth, however you celebrate it. I saw there's some parades and some books being displayed and some cultural events and some musical events. I wanted to sing today, my song. I wanted to go somewhere and just sing the songs that I wrote, just to say, you know, I don't know my line from back there, but I wanted them to know that, you know what, there's a Georgian that came from that line that was on that ship. And here I am. I've gone to school. God has allowed me to be educated. I brought forward a young woman, Evelyn Jeanette Sanders, you know, Sanders Swafford, educated, you know, just think about my family, how we've come through. You know, I'm proud of the fact. I'm proud to be an American. I'm proud of my blue passport. Won me a red one. That's the diplomat. But anyway, I'm proud of my blue passport, and I'm proud to be here. And I'm proud of Juneteenth. However you like it, take it. Don't like it, you know, I don't know. We're doing the best we can, and we are doing a really good job at that. And I love you. I do. And you can't do anything about it.